Alright, Star, I'm putting together your breakdown for you. If you look over here, I've got this cat that's at 67%, so it's pretty good. It's one of the higher ones. You look at the others, like here's a couple 73s and whatnot, but overall I think that it's really clear. If you take a peek, so under logs, this is the overall damage that's being done between you and the other player, right? So clearly we need to check out what's going on, like right here, for example. So just doing a little left drag click on it, it'll show the total casts that were going on and how they approach the attack. So clearly here, for example, the ring didn't go off. They used the ring, so that's going to give them a bonus DPS output. Starfires look like you both casted quite a few. They casted a couple more. Star Surges, same. One Moonfire to their 2. You didn't get a Sunfire off. So overall, it just looks like there's a couple of sequences, and I saw this, for example, here too, on Lunar and Solar Empowerment. If you look at your totals, it's 41 and 23, right? If you come down here, they're at 64 and 52. That should be relative to like the two of them together should add up to 100 on its use. So what you're occurring is you're not getting Lunar Empowerment to go off as effective as you can. And then if you look at Solar Empowerment, you're missing out on about 38% bonus to damages that you could do based on the improvement here. Like this one here is increased damage to your next 3 Wrath attacks, and then this one here is 2 Starfires, right? So if you're gonna, you want to activate those and then in turn use those spells accordingly as they're in each one of the 2 cycles. And that's really just something you have to practice on the stand-ups. Now, if you look at you got a good burst right through here, for example, but the ring didn't go off. I think you just got the ring, so that's going to add quite a bit there. And you've gotten it sequenced well as far as activating everything at the same time at the beginning on the pull. But then you look at Celestial Alignment, which is on a 3-minute cooldown. You were able to just kind of squeeze it in towards the end, and on longer fights, you want to make sure that you're getting that active. You missed the Dronic Potion, so you could have took that. That gave you a little bit with that at the same time. And you didn't even have like Solar Empowerment go on, so it's like I think what happens, you kind of focused on doing like one series instead of continuing. The one element about a balanced druid is that it's exactly that. It's about balance. It's about keeping a rhythm of the 2 different ways that you attack in sequence with each other. And the better you do that, then the higher everything will be in total threshold. See, like here they got Empowered Moonkin, Starfall, Celestial Alignment, Dronic Potion, Incarnation, Signs of the Dark Star. That's convenient that it went off at the same time too, and their Trinket. They missed on their alignments here, so but like if those 2 would have clicked in right there, their DPS would have been crazy for the entire fight as a total. Total cast also, you hit 99, they hit 135, so you need to cast more. It's probably just a matter of remembering what to cast and how to cast it in sequence. So I would work on getting your total cast up over a 3-minute period or a 2-minute period. Really 2-minute, like if you go through on the dummies, like practice, set yourself up on the dummy, put up 2 flags, and 1 flag you start at, and you do like a full 2.5-minute rotation or a minute rotation, then move to the other flag, and then get ready to do your next rotation. And you can move more frequently if you want to. You can set up multiple flags if you want to. But the idea more than anything is to kind of be in perpetual motion for a second as you move to the flag and then engage all of your cooldowns again in a proper order and function. Another thing, too, that Gore helped me with was that he noticed that when I was playing my tank, I kind of had my key bindings all on this huge block, and it really made it difficult to get to like 6 and to Y and things like that. What you need to do is really have like 1, 2, 3, 4 and QWER as like your go-to spell rotations that you're going to do. So like the things that you're going to do the most of, for example, Starfire, Wrath, Star Surge, Moonfire, it looks like Sunfire, right? All those need to be like in 1, 2, 3 and QWE, for example. So that way you're like bam, 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 bam. You're like 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, Q, 1, 2, 2, 3, or QWE, 1, 2, 2, and then you go right into your rotation on a consistent basis. That'll get you more casts in total. If you're not using key bindings, then that's exactly why your casts are low as a total. This is hit points here. What you can see is you ended up taking a lot more damage, so you need to pay more attention to movement also. It's like you're moving a whole lot after the fact. Like you're getting hit and then you're moving, where you need to just avoid the contacts. Like if you see theirs, this is a global attack, right? And then look at the rest of them, real tight to the top. Like they're getting hit maybe once and they're responding really quick, where for example yours are 2 to 3 times longer. That means you're standing in things, right? So you need to make sure that you watch out for that. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, so spell power, from what I'm seeing, is what you can track here is basically when you had bonuses concurrently being available. So let's turn off this one. Okay, so you got no spell bonus for the first like 2 minutes, and then you have a couple of points where it occurred, where you see how the spell bonus, spell bonus, spell bonus, spell bonus. Like the only time that it's not active be in these sections here, stacked up. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to be able to get your bonuses, and that goes back to utilizing the bonuses that you get as you attack. I don't know if you have resolve. Nope. And no mana. So that's everything that I can see at this point. Rankings on the kill for you were ranked at 13%. The difference in DPS between you and this cat, I think the report isn't going to show it. Like they did something like 52, I think. So you should be hitting about 50-52 once you get your ring. It really comes down to just being balanced as a Moonkin, right? As a balanced druid, you need to focus on staying within, as it goes through each one of the phases. You have to stay within that cycle and be like, okay, so it's lunar, I'm going to do this, and then not worry about it getting, get the dot on there, do the attacks. It starts to settle back down, get the dot again, then it drops into sun, right? As it goes into sun, you put the next dot, the other dot up, and then the 2-3 attacks, and then dot again, and then back up. I talked with Alec, and she's going to put together, I sent her a bunch of stuff a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago, that has really good videos, and also has a YouTube group that's like all about balanced druids. So it's really solid video. I really had no idea until I ended up watching their series and how it taught me as far as how the balance and the rotation goes and whatnot. They did like one of the ones that really stood out was the 1 minute video, 2 minute video where they went through their entire rotation for like a 2 minute block and just talked about it, showed it, had graphics up there. I mean, boom, it's like that. You learn how to do it real quick. I hope this worked out. If you have any questions, I'm going to put it on YouTube and also on our website, and just let me know, okay? Just post in either one, and I'll get back to it as quickly as possible. Have a good day, man.